all the tribulations we have been through. After so long in bondage, now that we are free, how could we forget? Start to sing redemption song once again. Sing it again. Sing it again. I will never forget my foreparents. I will never forget the loss of my name. I will never forget. Sing redemption song once again. Sing it again.
Economical crisis all over the world. economical crisis all over the world, pestilence and famine taking all over the world. Father soon come for the earth, yeah. No care we want say a what matter. Father soon come for the earth, yeah. Social anarchy, government's falling, you see. People are falling for hungry, yeah. Just make me tell you now, yeah. Father coming for the world now. Just make me tell you now. All over the world, pestilence and famine taking place. Old people, young people, them, nobody don't have no smile on them face. Government, them just a plow money in a gun and bomb. They gon' mash up the plan, Jaja man. That's why they father him changing on the script, and him a come back with the land. And there is pestilence and famine, economical crisis. No people have nowhere to live. Social anarchy, that's how it again. Not just in no government. Cause no money, no they pay nobody, pay no rent. So nobody them can content. Almighty God, away we have to put his strength. But did you say economical crisis, credit crunch, you want to see them a bunch. Right now them going to topple over. Cause you know say Jaja and take over. Pestilence and famine, economical crisis, yeah. Pestilence and famine. Jaja no, Jaja see. What has happened to humanity? No love, equality. We can't get together and live life and unity. Now we destroying the whole of the place. In the ozone layer is staying right in our face. Economical crisis, pestilence and famine. Man just a fight against man, and them want to deal with war. African people, African people, African people, African people.
yes. I travel in Maine. I see all the things and I recognize. Hey, I've traveled all over and I recognize my people. Oh yes, my people, lovely people. That same dark skin, that same woolly hair, that same dark skin. Oh yes, that's my people, my African people, my black skin people, my Nubian people. Oh yes, I see them all over Europe, I see them all in France, I see them all in Germany, Italy, all over my same people. Oh, my African people, yes, my Nubian people, I recognize them everywhere I go. Oh yes, oh yes, I see them in Canada. Oh yes, I see them in America. Oh I even see them in Papua New Guinea. Them are my people. Oh yes, my African people. Oh, can you see? I recognize them everywhere I go. What kind of man would I be if I did not recognize them? What could I do? I have to hear them, I have to greet them, my people. What kind of man would I be if I turn my back on my lovely, beautiful, oh, black skin people? Boy, yeah, I love my people. My mother teach me long time, my family teach me long time. Don't stray away from your people, don't hide away from your people. Never betray, no stay away from your people. My Nubian people, lovely black people. Yes, everywhere I go I have to recognize them. Celebrate, celebrate my family.
Look at me in the eyes and tell me, are you satisfied with the life you're living? Tell me now if you are, why you keep on stalking me? Chatty chatty mouth, you have to mind your own business. See me as I trod, I must fulfill my destiny. Standing against all of the Almighty protects me. I'm here to reach the top and I shall fear no enemy. No time to waste to stop in anger, game or vanity. See them I talk, they can't stop it. Them must talk, they can't stop me. Them I talk while I'm trotting. I just walk and I won't stop while them I
massive. Strictly African beat. Strictly the African vanguard. FASIMBAS sound. Hardcore, militant, African style. While so many want to water down this African beat, in our own fashion, in our own way, we humbly elevate to the highest level possible. I can. This African liberation message, undiluted, strictly militant style. Now take it all or bounce out. As usual, as always, we want to thank those ones that by now are quite familiar on both ends, meaning your name. Definitely. After all these session after session, and most of them in real time just run away. They can't handle high music, you know. That's why we say weak heart got bounce. Weak heart can't handle them style. Weak heart. Mostly heartless ones. This African style, you know. Clean music. Progressive mindset music. We ain't talking about disrespecting our sisters or belittling our brothers or gun talk or disrespectful words being pushed all around like it's just nothing. Utmost respect to all those who understand my message. After all, need no explanation by now. Uphold highest level, the African way. Up, full and right. That's how ancestors expect us to be. Strictly up, full and right. Respectfully. of good news coming along in a couple of days for FASIMBAS Sound. Live and direct this coming Tuesday. Right off Biddle and Guilford. Just bringing some vibes and some music from 5 p.m. until approximately 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Right off Guilford and Biddle. We will be along a group of good brothers and sisters coming together every Tuesday in Baltimore for fitness, for fellowship. They come by bike or they come as joggers. Jogging. So they meet right off Biddle 400 block, the open space, the former brewery. So you see like 100 bicycles, 200 joggers. So this coming Tuesday we'll be there, just bringing some musical vibe at the arrival and the departure. But later within August 17, a full set of FASIMBAS Sound at the same location, 400 blocks of Biddle Street, right off Guilford. Outdoor event, outdoor. Hope there be no rain, no sun that is so hard and so vicious. We'll make sure that August 17th is a very important date for those who know. Gotta keep your culture within your heart. So we hope August 17th will be a agreeable weather-wise day, because we're looking forward to bring out the big speakers. Actually, it's going to be the big speakers combined with the not the real huge one, but the big speakers combined with the with the other ones. So when you play them together, it's going to be really earthquake shaking sound. Yeah, that's how we have to carry it, So many people used to be along with us doing sound. Have, just taking their own part. Or just for them, they're too old at 30. I don't know, it's all about commitment. Seriously, commitment. And that's how we take it, and how we understand it, how we carry it. Commitment, dedication, love, discipline. So I repeat, commitment, discipline, love, discipline. There's something else also that comes with it. With commitment come love. With love come discipline. Yeah. With discipline come consistency. With consistency come persistence. With persistence come result. Come reward. Come acknowledgement of the journey. A clear understanding that It takes time. There's no microwave end result. Yes, strictly African way. So it's this and much more that we don't even need to address. But discipline is a must. Self-restraint is a must. Hardcore discipline is a must. Commitment is a must. Hardcore commitment. Respect, ultimate, is a must. And the love, the true love of our promise and our commitment, our dedication and our discipline. Strictly militant style, true love. Those principles, Babylon will never show you them, never teach you them, and make sure you never develop them. So it's all about self-educating oneself or one another. There's a term for that called autodictate. And for autodictate, it requires discipline, love, commitment, the same principle. We can apply them in every important areas, activities of our experience and daily activities. African tune called The Land of Kush. Yes, over the years, we had to carry these heavy amplifiers. But that wasn't all. We also had to carry the heavy speakers. Not one, not those 2025 easy to carry speakers. I'm talking about the hardware ones. So had to be two who knew how to carry them, or 3 or 4 if you didn't have the experience to carry them. So from the space to the truck, from the truck to the storage, and from the storage to another place, and back and forth and back. Not only we had to carry them to stairs if there was no elevators, we had to learn how to never drop them. From the amplifiers to the speakers to the box of cable. So here we start about 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the afternoon. And by 1, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, we got to bring them down and put them way back into the van. And we got to drive like 50 miles, 100 miles, or I don't know what. And by 7 in the morning to 8 in the morning, that's when we're done. That's the side that most people have no knowledge of or don't want to be involved anymore. So again, it takes dedication, commitment, devotion, discipline, and the love. Personality of warriors. Yes, African warrior style. I mean, you do it one time, it may be exciting, or you do it over. It takes commitment to do that over and over. And you know, in return, it's just the satisfaction that you've been committed, you've been dedicated, you've been disciplined, and that build up your character. Yes, that's the sound experience for those who don't know it. It doesn't matter your size. It might be big like, I don't know what, like a house. If you don't know how to handle and carry these things, you don't have the commitment and discipline, you're useless. You have no use. It's like everything. When the curtain come down, that's when the real work starts. The breaking down, the setting up, the cleaning, putting things in place, the decorating, the vision. So to have our own people ignoring and dismissing and not even supporting, it's a good lesson of dedication and love and commitment. Because if that was for them, most of us would have already gave up. No, it's not for those who don't care, those who don't have any respect for the culture, those who lack the understanding of our history, those who fail to realize the importance of what we are trying to achieve under the odds, against all odds, strictly African style. And in good spirits, we keep doing it. And in truly good spirit, we never forgive, nor forget. Our mistake, and we make sure to not repeat them again. Towards our own self, we learn from our mistake, and we understand that those who never try anything, those who never do anything, are the very ones who criticize us for doing and trying. And mistake, we know we have made many, and we understand we're gonna make still in the future, but guess what? We learn from them and we don't repeat them. So all these put together explain why it takes commitment, discipline, devotion, and love to be where we are and how we are and how we stand. Rasta, African style. Hell, 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 yes. Sister Zakia. For those of you who do not know the musical work and the cultural victory that Zakia Zabuja has been achieving through the years, please visit her page. I repeat, visit the page of Sister Empress Zakia Zabuja. Big time warrior. Serious sister in the community over UK, from Africa to Ethiopia. Well loved and well respected way over Central America and Brazil, all these places. But her work, her cultural work, must be absolutely highlighted. Strictly African style. Again, visit her page and you will know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to be saying some half information. Just visit the page and you understand. Yes, Zakia. We'll be looking forward to get some of your work. And also we'll be very honored to have a showcase about your work, musically speaking, and the cultural aspect of what you do. Called the land of Kush. There's a saying that goes, but what happened to the people of Kush? Used to be so mighty and so strong and so highly respected. Wherever they used to step, the earth used to tremble. And we used to look at the sisters of Kush with admiration, and the men were honorable, highly disciplined, devoted, committed to upholding the principle of the land of Kush. But what happened to them? Look at Kush now, look at them. Well, the answer is quite simple. They forgot their culture, they rejected the ways of their ancestors, and they went on prostituting themselves to faraway lands, turning their back, disrespecting their ancestors and their culture. That's why the land of Kush has vanished, become a dust of memory. Disrespected, rejected, spit upon. I see that Sister Sarah Selsom is over there in Jamaica in vacation, right? Well, enjoy your best, and create your best memory. You're right here. Ain't no summer vibes like here is concrete, here is. So you saying you over there in Jamaica, send our greetings, send our love. And again, create your best memory, good people. It's something with the tropical vibes, something with, I don't get to understand how is it and why is it still in 2025, all these countries that are supposed to be paradise for so many people in the West, it's still not a paradise for those of we who stay in those countries. It doesn't make sense that such paradox is still being perpetrating over and over and over again. How come Africa is a paradise for those from the West, but so many of our African young, strong brothers and sisters must leave and go far away? Even go down to a place called South Africa and you have the same South African who be disrespecting, insulting, who are worse than Nazi towards the same Africans, brother. They would have never ever predicted such dysfunctional, pathological type of behavior stemming from we Africans in 2025. When in 1960 we were finally able to uplift the red, gold and green flag that you see here, we had hope. We knew we could make it, even though we were naive and we didn't know how the West was going to try to cripple every advancement that we had. But we learned. So today, we thank the AES for counter-attacking their destabilization plan to destabilize, to confuse, and to disrupt. So Sister Zakia say that a lot of her music, lyrics, are educational, are uplifting. But most so-called promoters and wanna-be producer or maybe producer, I don't know what, rather not. They just don't want to. They're scared. They're uncomfortable. They don't know what X, Y, and Z gonna be taking and thinking. But I believe that if you know how to present the truth in a way that is quite acceptable and just too obvious, you cannot refute it. People will learn. But even when people learn, it doesn't change anything. People become more conscious. I mean, even if people become more conscious, it doesn't change anything. But at least a line is drawn in the sand, and we recognize who is who and where is what. We can't pretend anymore. So love to you, Sister Zakia. Thank you for your work. And we always will be supporting your work. And those like you who keep the faith, the promise, and the commitment. That's what we need in our community. We don't need no jokers. We don't need no clown. We don't need no... Nah. We need the serious one, the true one, the good ones, the progressive ones, the well-educated ones on the right side. Yes, I'm going to post the page of Zakia. I know she's on Instagram. I'm talking with her on Facebook, so I'm going to post her Facebook page also. Actually, I would say in the early 2000s, she made a CD with Matt Professor called African Descendant. Amazing lyrics, I mean, and of course Matt Professor reading with it up. And she made various 12-inch, 10-inch pop music, all of them. Serious, I mean. But more importantly, a few years ago, a very above important member of the Rastafari community in the UK. His name was Ras Seymour. He got a long history of autodidact. Again, the term autodidact is extremely important for us. The reason why it's so important for us is that some of us went to higher education. I mean, hardcore, like school. So after graduating in baccalaureate or 12th grade, we went to community or university, and reading and studying and following the rules. Basically, we went to their higher education institution, and what we learned was obviously the value of a culture, the information of that very specific mean, the reason why people go to higher education is to replace those members who are now in position of mid management, or how to make sure the society keep functioning. So I study in sociology and etc. etc. And at a certain point, I realized was just pointless and useless. Why me, who is an African, I was young, of course, at that time. Why am I studying sociology within the Western context when really I should be studying a sociology of development? I was young, I was naive, of course, so I choose to go to a university in Africa. So I was fortunate and blessed to be able to spend almost a year to 2 years in Ethiopia, then Liberia, many months. Unfortunately, the war in Liberia, I was forced to leave, but I went to all these higher education in Africa, and come to find out that I was learning more about the Greek, the Roman. Again, we're learning about Western civilization and Western history, and all this was nothing but a Western educational indoctrination form of how I was supposed to be educated, or educated man, or elite. I was supposed to be part of the elite. I am actually. And of course I was young and I said, no, I can't take that. So autodidact come into play. Autodidact come when you choose to educate yourself. And it takes commitment, dedication, discipline, and love. And the reason why I'm bringing Zakia into the picture is that she, a few years ago, made a project, a CD, about Rai Moore, a very important Rastaman, highly educated, again, autodidact. He studied the history of Ethiopia, especially of the emperor called Theodorus. In 1863, 62, 64, the British disrespected the Ethiopian kingdom. And at that time, let me explain without the music. At that time, the emperor was Theodore. Theodorus had dreadlocks. Theodore had, you can't even see, he was a very serious emperor, like they all more or less used to be. But nevertheless, he didn't appreciate the disrespect that Victoria, at that time, she was the queen in England, and her emissaries, these disrespectful colonizers who just come to Africa thinking they can just give orders and disrespect and not follow the protocol of respect. And yeah, basically. So Theodore said, no, it's not going to happen like this. So he arrested the dignitaries, I think the ambassador of England, etc. So as a result, Victoria sent a regiment, more than a regiment. She sent an army with the latest weaponry in order to so-called give a lesson to the Africans or to the Ethiopian, one and the same. I know some Ethiopians think they're not African, but we're talking about real Africa now. We're talking about real Ethiopia, okay? And we're talking about 1863 or 64. So the British came with their army, and of course their weaponry with the weapons they had, they could easily just create a not a defeat, but really a very painful assault on the Ethiopian forces. And Theodorus, the emperor, kill himself instead of being disrespected and humiliated before those invaders, colonizers got to him. And as a result of that, the British took the son of the emperor, kidnapped him. Yeah, they took the son of the emperor of Ethiopia, Theodore's son, took him, sent him to England. But that was not all what they did. They stole almost the entire wealth of the imperial palace of Theodore. They took gold, they took Bibles, they took accessories from the Coptic, and they just stole and stole. This is something very well known. The cultural thief that these colonizers were. They did it all from north to south in Africa, from east to west. When those people came with their gun machine and their automatic rifle, which came approximately again during that years in 1860. All these weapons were really tested on Africans. All these weapons that were quite advanced and quite new on the scene were tested on spaces that involve Africans, Asians, Australian, New Zealand. And it was not a matter of bravery anymore. It was just a slaughter. There'd just be maybe 20 of them on one side, and you had like 1,500. And a matter of 20 minutes with an automatic rifle, you can just imagine, it was just... And they were brave and they were proud of themselves. And that's how they happened to have the upper hand by occupying and colonizing our countries, our nation, our space. It was through slaughter, violence, and it was not as a result of their so-called great ideals or persuasion or a friendly sitting and we were willing to join. No, it was never like this. It was through violence, brute, murdering, abducting leaders and send them in exile on the other side of the world. That's how it was. That's how they managed to have us all speak English or speak French, to have us all turn into adopting their religion and their ways. And sometime was with the help of the elite, sometime, but the elite who didn't comply were killed or were sent in exile. So this is the summary of the history that most of us need to really learn, and it's public knowledge. But just to say, Sister Zakia made a project in which the major artists in the UK made a song in honor of Ras Saimu, because of him, because of his activism. Many of us around unaware of all that chapter of our history were able to learn and to realize that, hey, but this place, all these African artifacts in their museum was stolen and need to be returned to Ethiopia. So the government of Ethiopia has always requested the return of these artifacts. Even the son of the emperor is buried in England. They have requested his return. And most of their response from the English people is no, they don't want. But then more and more. So gradually we are getting back our artifacts from Ghana, from Zimbabwe, from Benin, from Mali, from Cameroon. In Vietnam, they're returning it. In Australia, they're returning things. So this is what it is, gradually, from generation to generation. We have to keep the commitment And the only way for us to keep that commitment is knowing our history and not turning our back from the promise that our ancestors ask us to keep, and we pass it on to our children, and our children will pass to their children until everything that was taken will be returned. That's just basic. It's not asking for too much. This is our part. So yeah, Sister Zakia is part of those artists, those activists, cultural ones, who are educating the community and thinking sober, thinking straight, thinking progressively, by respecting, upholding the promise that our parents made to our ancestors, and we in turn have to keep our promise that we made to our parents. Yes, it's a mission, generational mission. Rice Seymour, you need to read about him. But right now, let me put the page of the sister as someone of the name Intaziruza has asked, requested. Yeah, we're going to do all this and so much more. Hold tight. Just give me a few minutes. Yeah, so I was able to post the link of Zakia page and her work with Ras Simon. On YouTube I posted it. Now I'm going to post it on the session on Facebook. So whoever is interested can visit the link and educate themselves more about a very, very important, iconic figure in the Rasta movement in 20th century, early 21st century. A walking library man, a man who will educate himself from the highest level, who could tell the entire story of the campaign of Magdala and all these little details and how many weapons were used. These are things, it's not magic, it's just about educating oneself and read and just be exposed to the knowledge. There's no magic. One become knowledgeable not with a magical wand or not because we look intelligent. A bunch of nonsense. We all have the ability and the capability to read, to memorize, to add 2 and 2 and make the deduction. All of us. And knowledge and education or well-versed person doesn't come in any form. Knowledge. Given gift. Well, let me just post it and we take it from there. So I was able to post a Zakia link and the Rush Simon McLean post that I made a few years that I believe I basically copy paste the entire information. But if you go online on the website, you put that name, Rush Simon McLean, you get all the information about his work and his activism to have the Ethiopian artifacts returned to Ethiopia. And it's a long struggle, it has been a long struggle, but step by step, a lot of manuscript, a few manuscripts, I don't want to say a lot of, but manuscripts were returned. The public was finally informed about the undercurrent power play that took place, the denial, the rejection, the conspiracy of silence that existed, that all this has been unveiled, all this has been exposed. And now the government of Ethiopia in the cultural sphere has taken upon himself to address it at a higher level. We've been doing this all around the world now. Africans are demanding and asking, entering European or American museum where they have stolen, taken our artifacts, and we demand them back to their homeland. And sometimes it happens, sometimes there is some difficulties in terms of some of our activists have been arrested. Can you believe that? It's just like I step in one of their church and just steal one of their religious artifacts and return it somewhere in Africa, and then I refuse, I object, and I use legal means to just confuse the situation, and I end up keeping it. Eventually I have to return it, but given so much difficulties to have these artifacts returned. Again, the abduction of these cultural artifacts has been an ongoing activities coming from colonizers. The Nazi used to do that a lot, like the colonizer. There's no difference between the Nazi and the colonizer at all. They use the same method of intimidation, of violence, and it's just, all this is into history book. I'm not inventing anything. I just read, educate myself quite well. That's all. Common knowledge, very true. They've done it currently. Holland, Netherlands have returned a lot of cultural artifacts. The most stubborn one, the most hard-headed one, not those who are just arrogant, are the British, the French. They really think these things belong to them, or they will use the argument that we can preserve them and keep them in a more better condition than these Africans. The disrespect they like to show us is just like blow my mind. It's just a joke. You hear this? It's just like you have your birthright, you have some strangers saying that, no, we can take better care of your birthright artifacts than you yourself. In 21st century, that's how they have the audacity to speak to these type of leaders. I mean, I don't know if you call this a leader. I doubt that, but hey. I don't know. Everything's so interesting when you have been blessed to develop your critical thinking. This is a weapon. This is our wealth, our consciousness. With this alone, this has nothing to do with the type of clothes you wear, your silly obsession with the brand name, the Louis Vuitton, all these stupidities. But this is the authentic flex. This mental push-up has nothing to do with your big muscle. It's this. This is the weapon, the ultimate one. Our intellect. So head up to all those who've been tuning in, those who will listen when this will be over. I give thanks. And again, roots music, it's not something we can joke with and play with. Rasta music is good music. Good vibes. So until then, Wadada. Yeah, this is real African music. You can't tame this vibe. You can't tame this spirit. You can't domesticate our consciousness. And I have to say this, they haven't seen nothing yet. Those who come after us. Wow, 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 wow. We are the soft ones, the nice ones. Those who are willing to hear this? Why? It's what you get for being so stubborn and arrogant all the time. Well, Strictly lion style. Yes, hell up to Ross Seymour McLean, the living library brother, the one who by himself alone was able to checkmate entire museum institution of England, you know. Brother McLean would go to every library and have a nomenclature, meaning a list of every of them manuscript books. Go to the museum and locate every one of those stolen Ethiopian artifacts, crown, clothes that were taken and stolen after the emperor of Ethiopia, instead of being captured, decided to kill himself to preserve his dignity and honor. And as a result of that, they took the son of the emperor, sent him to England. He was about 6 or 8 years old, and he died in England at the age of 17, 18, lost, confused, cut from his culture, cut from his family. And that's the, who you call her? That Victoria of 19th century, Queen. So these are the things that people nowadays are just clueless. They think it's just happened long time ago, therefore it's not important to know. But let them remind them. The present is composed of the past. It's because of the past we are where we are here today. And the future is composed of the present. It's because what is happening now will be determine our future tomorrow. That's just basic. Called the Campaign of Magdala, 1864, if my memory is correct. So while the African Americans were fighting to free themselves from domination in the Americas, in Ethiopia and in other parts of Africa, Africans were fighting to preserve their land, their artifacts, their dignity, to protect their women, their children from the invaders. Men like Cecil Rhodes, the predator, the rapist of children. Yeah, the one that people are so in love with. Cecil Rhodes, the one who gave his name to Rhodesia. Can you believe that? He was a predator, a sex predator. Yeah. He'll be raping children. The one who stole all the diamond, all the gold. And they turned around and allowed his name to become name of a kingdom so much older than him. That's the reason why Robert Mugabe, when he defeated white domination, colonial power, name erased Rhodesia from the book of history. And Bob Marley made a song called Zimbabwe. So all this is connected. The connection, connect the dot. All this. For many many it's just music, for many it's just old history book. But for some of us, this is living history. There's a connection. It's a people history. You, me, us. But if we don't know who we are, anyone will come to us and let us believe what we are not to be true. And this is very recent history, very recent. Just take 3 generations back and you find yourself right there. Or 1 generation. I mean, 1980 was just not too long ago. That's why we were taught at an early age to know our history, to respect our culture, and to know ourselves, and to be proud as a result of all these 3 lessons. So no matter what comes after that, we've been protected because we were told to know our history, to respect our culture, and to know ourselves, and to be proud. As I speak, there are some African brothers and sisters who are listening, who following through, who checking the page of Zakia, who are learning about Rat Simon McLean right now as I speak. And that's the work. I did my part. Until next time, Wadada. This tune entitled Heaven Gate. And you know where is Heaven Gate, right? Don't be fooled by the preacher. He's a liar. Heaven Gate. Strictly African style.